Welcome to the Pushing the Cushion podcast with Slim Pushins and Corby Sherb. For all your local and national sprint car updates, news, opinions, driver and team interviews, and behind-the-scenes insights and stories, I promise you've never heard. These two have no idea what they're doing or why they're doing it, so give it a try. If for no other reason, you'll be able to make fun of them for it. And now, from the Rutherford Team Studio, please welcome Corby and Slim.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Pushing the Cushion Garage Beers, the Speedweek edition. As always, my co-host, the king of stupid flat bills, Corby Sherb. Where's your flat bill tonight?
I don't ever wear a hat for this.
And
Doesn't
Jim,
look good with the headset.
Jim, the spokesman for Racesaver tires, over there on the dials.
We got nothing from you, Jim.
Jim,
Nothing.
Jim's not even there. He's gone.
No. We're spiraling.
This is
spiraling.
This is going to shit. Oh, he's gone.
No.
He just kicked us out.
As what we say, shit.
Shit.
Jim.
We just went. Oh, he's gone.
No.
He just kicked us out. Sorry, Corby.
So are we supposed to close out and go back?
No.
We're not live anymore?
No, we're live.
Okay.
Yeah.
Speedweek, man. It's going to be a huge week. You back?
Mic check.
There you are.
Okay.
We got you now, buddy.
Woo!
Damn it.
Yeah, we're supposed to have Speedweek this week. We only had one local race technically last weekend at 105.
Yes, 105 ran. It was an official DFW 305 Power Rankings race.
Oh, that's not the name of it.
It's Slim's DFW.
Completely fictitious.
Unimportant.
Super
Whatever
bold.
adjectives ChatGPT can give me that week. Thomas Johnson was the winner and the hard charger, which is the 2-for-1 special. Caden Trotter, Lance Christie, Sean Jordan, and Kent Lewis Jr. were your top 5 down there at 105. I admittedly have not watched the race. I've been busy.
Good for Kent Lewis Jr.
You've been busy doing caricatures of Slim Pushins with Hoosier.
Those are good.
Yeah,
those are really good.
Stuff on.
Yeah, I do those while I'm sitting on the toilet.
But Christopher Townsend proved Kerbo wrong with his curse.
Yep.
No, I never brought that up. I'm not that guy.
Absolutely.
That was all you.
I thought that was you.
The cushion. No, you're the one that coined it. I'm the one that debunked it. Well, CT had a lot to do with it.
Yeah, Townsend debunked it, went down to Florida and put a hurting on the 360 boys down there.
Cleaned house.
Yeah. Took the back row challenge the second night for an extra $1,000 or whatever. So came from the tail to win that. That's always a
crowd pleaser.
I saw some videos that the Speedway posted where they had a video of the crowd as Christopher took the lead in the second night from the tail, and the crowd went just bananas. It was really awesome. For one, the track putting up the money, 2, Christopher taking it and then making it happen. So, and then, but it was really cool. So, good job,
Corby,
CT.
is that hard for a driver? Like, would you ever consider that? Like, what goes into your decision?
No, I just know I'm that much faster than everyone that night. It's actually easier, I think, mentally, if you don't know all the racers and don't try to, like, predict some of that stuff. At Kennedale, ain't gonna happen. Not a chance.
What would it take?
For someone to go to the back?
No, for you to go to the back. 2,000?
Of Kennedale?
Yeah.
Guaranteed 2,000.
No.
If it yeah.
No.
Because it would be stupid. It would be murder.
The only guarantee is like a corn dog. 2,000 to win from the back. Would you take it?
No, not at Kennedale.
3,000.
Not a chance.
Just the
You can't
regular
say
show
not
You
a
can't
2
you
weeks
can't
ago?
win it. You can't win it. No, Kyle
No,
Jones
just
even
a
proved it.
just a regular
Saturday night.
Saturday
Okay.
night
So
show.
we got Jeb Sessoms, Chad Wilson, John Ricketts, Claude Estes, DJ Estes, Kevin Rutherford, Carson
Stubblefield.
Bolden. You keep going. Colby Stubblefield, absolute ripper. You want me to keep going?
I'm
Justin
not.
Fifield can walk off the
There's-
couch and win.
There's
Why
12
are you?
right there.
I'm not the bad guy here. I'm just
No, I'm just-
asking questions. What would
Turbo-
it take?
When they
4,000.
ran, when Kennedale ran the standard IMCA point draw deal and put the points leader starting 12th every night, it was a war to get to the top 5.
Yeah.
And I
I
kind of
agree.
It's not a
Part of
war
me-
now.
part of me kind of wishes they went back to it, but it is what it is. But
I think that you have good racing, to make some of those guys pass the same. I know that like before it became the TSS, the SST, they had I don't know if it was like a rule or you could do it, but you could always go to the back row, being the points leader.
Ooh, I
And
like
man,
that.
it takes a lot of good things to
Some
fall
of
your
the,
way to go.
maybe some of the longtime veterans of the SST can chime in on
That's what I'm
the old
saying. I know
gimmicks were.
Jason Howell. We used to go to Boyd and watch, and I watched Jason Howell do it from the back row. I was just like blown
Yeah.
away. Like, there's no way that anyone can do this. And then I go race Kennedale, and I'm like, that was so fake. It was absolutely made up.
I would like to
You
see.
pretty much did it the night that we won 105. I mean,
we
you
were just
started in the
fast
middle,
on-
but you
There's
lapped
our
the
weekly
field.
Kerbo and Corby win at
Yeah.
105 segment.
we
There it is.
were just good that night, and I think that Christopher was doing it up on the top where no one else was, and that's the big thing is you have to go where traffic's not. And Kennedale is so notorious for being so fast around the top, and then just like as soon as the rubber shows up, you can smell it from 9 miles away, and you chase it.
Yeah.
Somewhere like Ardmore, you might be able to do it.
The races are too short too. Only a 20 lapper.
Yeah.
It's probably not happening. If it was 25 to 30 laps,
That's a good point.
you might see a little bit more big deep charges just because you can just get kind of bound up behind people that you're faster than and need to time it right. I would like to see maybe not, hey, go to the tail of the feature, but maybe like, go to the tail for your heat race or something like that. Gimmicks, for
I'm a big
pit
fan of the
pass or
gimmicks
$100
like that.
or something. Yeah, give again, kind of why we're doing the podcast, showcase personalities, give the fans somebody to pull for, not just 8 cars riding around in circles for a heat race. If the guy who's supposed to start pole goes to the tail, then the fans can pull for a big charge there, and have
Corby
a
and
little
I are doing the
incentive, so.
podcast. Corby and I are doing the podcast for the chicks. I guess that's why you're doing the podcast.
No, I think that you can at some places. Places you can be really aggressive in a heat race. Somewhere like Grayson or Abilene, if you really feel good that night, you could probably do it. But I do agree that see, there's Jesse. There's allowed to go to the back. Someone for you to see.
Thank you, Jesse.
There you go. Thank you, Jesse.
For somebody.
Yeah, it was always cool. Like I said, I was just a fan whenever I went and watched Jason Howell do it at Boyd.
Yeah.
I didn't have a clue.
Yeah.
And it was cool to see someone do that. I'm like, this guy's a freak.
A lot of
Not a lot changed, huh?
Oh, yeah.
A lot of the, now that we don't do it anymore, a lot of the stuff that kind of just rubbed us the wrong way from TSS, the drivers' interviews and things that just seemed really inconvenient at the time, I have now gotten wise on why they did it, and I should have shown more appreciation back in the day for doing some of that stuff. Going behind the grandstand after we run second, I'm just pissed off and want to drink a beer.
That was a beatdown at the time, in the moment, but it was a really cool thing. That and the driver introductions. Like I said, I'm a fan of the gimmicks. I'm a fan of the stuff that
change it up a little bit.
That changes the norm. Like I like qualifying.
Dylan, your dad could do it in a street stock while everyone else was running late models.
Oh, remember that show at Waco? Were you guys there that night?
I haven't
where
even
Kevin
seen
raced where Kevin raced like modifieds and late models in his sprint car.
Oh yeah, and the modifieds got like 3 laps, and then the late models got like 2 laps
that
or
in
something like that
Waco?
ahead.
Yeah, and
It was in
Kevin
Waco.
still beat them all by like 2 laps.
Yeah,
That was a cool bit.
Jeb borrowed a wheel and a tire from us that night to go because we smoked off the rest of them.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Was that
yeah,
the
I
night
don't
that
know.
he sent a front wheel up over the train tracks?
No,
I'm not sure.
No.
I don't think so.
no,
It was
because I
the top
wasn't there
3
that
from
night.
each class. Yeah, the top 3 from each class could run that race. And I think the modifieds got like 5 laps. I'm probably gonna get spot checked on
Yeah.
this, and the late models got a lap or 2, something like that, to see who was truly faster. And
Yeah, the big
there you
3
go,
at
the
Waco.
big 3.
The
Yeah.
big 3 at Waco.
Yeah, and it was cool to see, and I would have been absolutely petrified being next to a late model or a door banging modified guy.
Yeah,
Not that they would do it maliciously, but it doesn't
Well,
take
we
much
elected.
to.
You had the opportunity and
Yeah,
elected.
I opted out.
yeah.
Our car owner wasn't a huge fan.
I'm not a huge fan.
I just get kind
It
of
was
mowed
cool to
down by a
watch, don't get me wrong.
3,000-pound
wasn't a-
modified.
It wasn't
Yeah.
a bad idea,
No,
right?
And
For the
no.
fans, it was a great idea.
It's great for multi-class, but the sprint cars weigh so much less. That I just you get jacked
Casey
sideways
Merrill-
and somebody runs you
Casey
down.
Merrill said,
I don't
"Watched Kevin door a late model guy."
oh, well, Kevin Ramey doesn't care. The guy was probably scared of Kevin.
know. Yeah. Jordan, I'm with you, man. I do miss all that fan interaction stuff. Like I said,
You don't miss intros. The only thing you miss about intros is talking shit about Corby.
about having a fake rivalry with Corby. That was fun. That shit
It was
fun.
cool.
That was the whole
it gave
point.
people another reason to talk. Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
Did you ever beat me at one of those? I don't think so.
We're getting into that. Oh, I hit that incorrect. Hey, Jordan.
Look at Jim.
Appreciate
Look
you
at
being
Jim
on
quick
here.
on the trigger.
Yeah, my bad.
We look so professional.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, good job.
The kid just woke up from his nap. He just joined.
Christopher Townsend. He went through like 3 semi trucks to try to start heading his way up north today.
I know.
It was just on his Facebook page. Broke another truck, and I texted you guys like, he's gonna go through all this and sit up here for 2 days and watch it rain.
What do you expect? The guy's had nothing but extremely good luck for 8 days. I mean, that's just normal stuff for the rest of us.
Yeah.
I like that, Dylan. That'd be good. It's really good to just, like I said, even just this podcast is, a lot of people know race car drivers by their number or their dumb helmet like Jimmy wears.
Yes.
But
From my Bengals helmet.
But
can of spray
there's not
paint,
everyone
$20
knows
eBay
faces.
decal kit. It's awesome.
Nothing for an 8-year-old.
And that's what it is, man. It's giving back to the kids. I mean, these kids, the older people, they could care less to see us. It's for the kids just to get a chance to talk to one of the sprint car guys, because I still do think that sprint cars is truly separated around here, especially in North Texas, about just not a weekly thing. And so it's good to
Zoolander asked if we've got I've got Millbridge on one TV and the High Limits on the other.
Yeah, it's Grandview Thunder on the Hill, the OGs of Thunder Girls. So
the Thunder Girls.
We're lucky that Kerbo took time out of his day to not hunt for Thunder Girls.
I'm only here to pitch y'all the idea on having Pushing the Cushion Girls. Just have a set of big gals in Victory Lane.
Dylan, see if your dad's interested in.
So yeah, Dylan, see if your dad's open to
some greater chicks,
cushion gals.
Definitely, we could do some greater chicks.
They could do 50-50. We could put them to work
for sure.
I know a couple.
Do they get to do the corn dog testing since Jim's too busy to?
Jim got mad at me last week. I mean, I ran like shit. I embarrassed myself, and you just completely forgot about the corn dog challenge. I was like, at what point of the night do you feel that you were approachable enough to have you stop what you were doing and throw you a corn dog?
What was he doing, though?
Changing. He was changing
Too much.
everything. You
And
don't
he's
get to
gonna.
talk.
I know
You
he's
don't
gonna
get to
sit
talk,
there.
Jim.
He's gonna
Just
keep
listen.
blaming me.
I
And
just know that you guys are correct for the first time ever. So
We were correct before the race started.
it's crazy, Jim's only honestly beat me straight up one time, and he had the opportunity to do what I've done before and win that big show, and like the
What?
flag blowing on the moon, just let it go.
How the hell has it turned into this?
This is a podcast of honesty. If we can't be honest with ourselves, then why would anybody else expect us to be able to be honest with them? And we're about to get into some honesty when we get to the tire portion of the podcast.
We'll get there. It's Speedweek, super excited. It's supposed to be a huge deal this year. I know we had a bunch of drivers coming from a lot of places, and wouldn't you know it, just what everyone feared.
So
'tis the season in May in Texas.
Yeah.
And
I used to work at the Richard Pay Driving Experience with Shane Carson, who's a big promoter.
Pull Jordan Roop's comment up. Let's talk about that for just a quick second. Mr. I think there you go. Jimmy was upset the whole night. Even my wife asked if he was always mad.
He is that way. He's not mad typically.
He's
he just
not mad,
looks that way.
Not mad, but not happy. Not mad.
It's like Wesley McNorton is the same way. Like, he will talk to you. He will drop what he's doing and go and help you, but you got to play with the devil to go and talk to either one of them at the racetrack.
That is so far from the truth. I'm the first guy to go help in the hot pit. You need parts.
Wait a minute.
I've worked on more cars in the pit area, putting mags in.
That doesn't make you not an asshole.
Oh. I've mellowed out too. When it was
I agree, Casey. Rocket's always fun.
4 Sherb cars fighting for our lives for 9th place.
There it is.
It was probably not.
He's placing the blame.
When it was not the greatest person to be around. That doesn't mean I'm not generous and giving and approachable.
So what should we
fun?
So what is it? What is it that we should tell Roop?
Do we need to have
wife?
a sign? Yeah.
Yeah, like just hanging around your neck. I'm not pissed.
Maybe we can make that shirt.
Oh, put that on a shirt.
Turn it on the back. It says, "I'm actually a nice guy." Because there's no doubt that you're a nice guy. It's just the race face is a lot different than this face that we get right here.
Jeez Louise.
I am the #1 helper. I don't help much. I'm a hell of a flashlight holder. Everybody
Let's
knows
get back to Speedweek and pumping this up and not just busting my balls.
We weren't done.
Speedweek, huge deal.
I like that T-shirt idea.
Well, that's the guy who makes the T-shirts. I'm not making it.
Speedweek was looking great, and 'tis the season in Texas. It actually dropped like 30 degrees today. I don't know why you guys don't have hoodies on. It's wickedly cold outside.
Seriously?
Yeah.
It poured at my house.
He's still working on a rider.
So we're supposed to have like 35 guys.
The Where's Corby shirts are up.
There's supposed to be like 35 guys registered to run Speedweek. Now, I don't know if that's trying to make every night or, a couple picking here and there. Certainly this weather. Tomorrow's already canceled. Thursday doesn't look great. The weekend looks better. It might be Speed Weekend. I'm hoping that the plug doesn't get pulled for the whole week. I'm hoping, like, even if it does, RPM will still run.
Right.
Without but what does that do? Like, there's point fund money and the pre-entry money and kind of all sorts of stuff.
That big ass trophy's got to go to somebody.
This is why I'm not in the race promoting business. It looks like it sucks. Like, You can do everything
it's
the
a
right
super-
way. You've got a lot of momentum. It's a really cool event, and then Mother Nature just pisses on you.
Do you think that you would be in a better mood or a worse mood if you were a race promoter at the track?
Worse.
More or less approachable?
Worse.
Oh, way worse.
There's nothing.
Way worse.
Yeah.
I'm a very nice, approachable guy right now, and if I was a promoter, I wouldn't talk to anyone.
Well, it takes
Not a
special.
chance.
Nobody likes you.
Takes a special type of
Clearly.
person to be an official or a promoter. And in most cases,
someone
it's
who
the
enforces
same
the
person.
rules.
What was the game that we used to play with Wes Cranfield? Who's going to bitch at Wes tonight?
Oh, I thought you were talking about like a game we played as kids. I don't know. We wasn't kids at the same time.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I guess the merry-go-rounds come around to me now.
Yeah.
So, all right, let's talk about, so Paris got rained out. Paris was supposed to be tomorrow night.
Yep.
Or tonight, if you're only listening to this when Jim drops it. Or last night, if Jim does Jim stuff and drops it like Friday.
Well, his tomorrow day got opened up by a lot.
Yeah.
So tomorrow will be like Laster Day.
See, look how
Not
much
the other day's morning. That's
patience and kindness I'm showing Kerbo right here by not lashing out at him.
Does Kerbo actually do anything that would take time when Kerbo needs everything right now?
What do you mean? Like in my real
It's
life?
a quick question. Yeah.
No.
Okay. Thanks.
So Paris tomorrow night rained out.
Yep.
Big O Thursday.
Which sucks
Not
because
look
I
good.
think it's the only race at Rocket this year.
I know that place is so cool. It's man, it's.
I mean,
it's
we had that race in the
forgiving,
fall where it was 40-mile-an-hour winds, and we probably shouldn't have been racing, and the track got chunked up and chewed up a bunch of tires. But typically, that's one of the most fun, racy places to go, and I'm really bummed that we don't have any more sprint car shows there.
You could be super unique at that place, man. You could roll the top, you could square it off, you could pull the slider line, you could just roll the bottom, Kerbo.
That's
all
big
cool. It's super unique around here. I think the only place that even closely compares to it would be TMS. TMS is just so big in a 305, it's really tough to make ground, and Rocket doesn't race that way.
Yeah, Ardmore's got some space to work. To work on too, but it's shaped a little bit different. But yeah, I'm bummed.
Dylan Ramey said Hunt County RPM at 67 said they're going to do everything they can to get their shows in.
Well, I put his comment up here, and if Speedweek does cancel RPM, still running sprints. So Saturday night,
we appreciate that. The Ramies,
get your asses to RPM, come hell or high water.
They got to get one in.
Yeah.
Good night. It's been brutal for them this year.
Yep. So, that's good to hear, Dylan. We appreciate all the work you guys are putting in over there. Hope it works out. So,
I agree with Casey. Give us another shot at Rocket.
Rocket people, I know you're one of our tens of listeners. Schedule another sprint car race this year.
Yep.
Give us a chance.
Yep.
I think we've always had pretty consistent fields there too. You know, I know it truly is kind of off the beaten path, but I've always felt like we had really decent car counts there.
It's because it's a cool place. Like it's fun to go run. You just got to find a date that works and doesn't irritate a lot of people and pile on a bunch of stuff. But anyway.
Yep.
Yeah. So then,
anyway,
where were we? Big O. So Big O canceled this last Saturday night, and we can hypothesize why they canceled. And there's a lot of rumors, but do we know for sure why they canceled?
No. Well, they had that 410 race a couple weeks ago, and the track wasn't great for that first night. And then the weather moved in. It was the same night as a Kennedale show. And the weather was all over Kennedale. Remember, there were the big storms hit late night over in Fort Worth, the west side area. And so they canceled on the threat of weather. It probably had a little bit more to do with the overall big thing down there. But it's a big, we were talking about Rocket where it's kind of big and high speed and stuff. I hope it gets, we're not on here to bash people and be super critical of people. I hope it works out, and I hope the track's great and it's racy. We'll see.
At this point, I just hope that they can race. Then we'll worry about great and racy.
Yeah. So, but
Everyone's got to race the same racetrack.
and then Friday night's Greenville. The show last year I think was probably the best show of Speedweek. The track was great. Most of the night it was super racy. It's put on some really good sprint car races the last couple of years.
I will say
too.
this: Greenville and Hunt County is
Dylan
one of
said
the only
track wasn't
places
ready.
is one of the only places that truly will let it curb up. I mean, it ain't no up north curb or anything like that, but at least it's something to lean on.
Yeah, and it's a kind of unique D shape. You can take
Oh,
some
yeah.
unique lines. You can hammer the infield tire like I did the last time I was there on Thanksgiving.
You were ripping.
Yeah, going places.
And then
to the infield, you know.
The bag on Jim's
On the
segment
hook
was about 10 minutes ago, but we can restart it up if you.
No. And then Saturday, again, RPM. They need to get a sprint car show in bad. We need sprint cars at RPM like I need air to breathe. So
it's been good racing there this year too.
Damn,
yeah.
that's aggressive.
And then Sunday night, everybody makes a journey up I-30, or in my case, Highway 82 to Texarkana. Again, really good sprint car track with the
I
crawlies
like
know
that
what they're
place.
doing. It's
That's
cool.
a cool place.
Oh yeah.
It's a hike, and I hope that this early weather doesn't scare off cars for the week, and then make the kind of car. I'm a little worried about the car count up there Sunday night.
For sure.
Regardless,
I actually
of
thought the
weather,
opposite. I figured that I was more worried about car count Wednesday and Thursday, and maybe Friday, and that
It's because you're not a racer.
Saturday and Sunday would have a lot more.
Yeah, it's just I don't know. I hope for
I'm a
good things, and
racer.
it's a cool place. Like you got, I mean, if you can make it, it's a cool. It's a fun joint to run. So, anyway, who's your all's pick for the champion?
I'm going with last year's champion.
Ryder's tough.
Ryder LaPlante won the championship last year. He nudged out Kevin Ramey. It was tight.
Ryder the Kid LaPlante.
The kid.
If
Ramey says that he kind of planned on racing him up until RPM to see where he's at in points. Kevin will be super tough.
I think
Carson.
I thought he told me. Dylan, you can tell us. I thought he told me that Crowley they were trying to work something out where Tim Crowley could be in one of those Ramey cars on one of the nights.
Yeah.
Is that true?
I agree, Casey.
When I talked to Nathan Moore, it made it sound like
behind.
Kevin was going to try to run them all. So
right.
I don't know. Hopefully, again, this weather's throwing everybody into into everybody's plans. But I don't know. Bolden looked really good in the OCRS race last week that I saw the highlights of. That's not an official DFW 305 power rankings race because I don't have that kind of time. But
I mean, if you would stop doing caricatures of Slim Pushins, maybe.
I don't know if I can post that. Media. No.
Braxton Weeger's been really fast all year. Braxton Weeger's got a good shot at doing it.
When Jim kicks us off of here looking for how he can do this, we really appreciate y'all tuning in.
No, it doesn't look like I can put a picture up yet.
Is Jeb running them all?
No,
Jeb. I texted Jeb earlier this week. He said he could only maybe run Friday.
Jeb's a highfalutin
because of work.
Daytime nurse now.
Yeah, and I think he's on shift this weekend.
He's out there. That's the difference between you and Corby. That's the difference between you and Jeb. He's out there saving lives, and you're just smoking infield tractor tires.
No, I'm saving the world one access point at a time.
One access controlled gate at a time.
Access point, just an access point.
Like I know Ricketts made a post that he wasn't going to run all week. So a lot of these names that I have here, you just don't really know what their commitment is. Maybe they hit them all now that there's only going to be 4. So we'll see.
It's tough.
I don't know if
Carney's
on this list. I don't know if he's signed up for the whole week, and he's certainly one that can. Yeah, he missed the first race last year. I think his kid graduated or something last year, but he was up front the whole rest of the week. So, the format's good, just straight passing points.
That's what it was. His kid had graduation.
Yeah, so it was straight passing points last year, and then invert the top 6, which no problem with that format. That's fine.
For sure.
It's efficient and pretty fair. We talked about it with CT last week. Passing points has got its holes. But overall, for efficiency, it's a pretty good, fair format. You get a fair shake out of it no matter where you
Yeah.
draw. So,
I think
And
whatever
Dylan,
we
I
get
said
in,
Ramies. I used it plural.
what's that? Do we not get Dylan any love?
Dylan,
Oh,
you can do it. It's about being consistent. It's not about race wins. I think Ryder, he only won one race last year. Had some engine problems at RPM. It's about being consistent, finishing all the features, and a lot of points can be handed out.
making the features.
Yeah, making the features. A lot of points can be handed out just running in the top 5, running in the top 3. It's not always about just wins.
I think whatever
yeah.
we end up getting in is going to be a good time. I think we're going to try to do some track interviews that are unlike, not normal track interviews, because that's not really us. I don't care how your car handled. I don't care. We don't care about any of that stuff. We don't care
what
what
your mom
changes
made
you
us all for
made.
dinner.
I'm not approachable, so I have nothing to do with this.
Well, yeah.
I'm just editing
So
content
we're going to try to
in the
do.
morning, I guess.
We're going to try to do at least one set of track interviews a day. We'll see if that's 4 days or a day. But we're gonna try to have some fun with it. All 3 of us will be out there. If you see Jim, go talk to him. Just pull him aside from whatever he's in the middle of.
Absolutely, if he's in the middle of something.
And go talk to him. If he wants to change this persona.
Definitely when I'm
he's
counting clicks on shocks. That's my favorite.
Yeah, go talk to Jim. Ask him about his ask him if we landed on the moon.
Well, that'll get it started.
Yeah.
That'll get it started.
I think it'll be
in between hot laps and the A main pushing off, maybe not, but absolutely anytime after that.
Jim's not doing interviews. Wesley's not doing interviews.
No.
I'll tell you what, if I get the opportunity, maybe I'll sneak around with a camera and we'll give you the real bird's eye view of Jim on race night. That could be a fun exercise.
Yeah.
He's been known to throw duct tape at people. Corby and I got wrenches thrown at us.
Don't leave shit loose on your race car, man.
He chewed someone out of Wichita Falls thinking it was a different person.
What'd I do, Corby?
Wichita Falls.
What time? What happened?
When you belittled Austin Saunders.
Yeah. Supposed to be directed at someone else.
Ooh, that was a bad night.
Yeah.
Sorry about that, Austin. I apologize to him profusely after that, though, because I felt terrible. And he was
good kid. He was a ripper too.
Yeah, he stood on the gas and he was being super nice and lending us something.
In typical Jim fashion.
Oh man,
that might be one of my be out there with y'all.
That might be like my most embarrassed I've ever been at a racetrack.
Really?
Yeah, that was bad. He chased me
down.
So I needed duct tape of all things that we didn't have because we crashed in a B main or we bent up a front end.
And I think it was in the heat, and then you were going back out for the B.
We had too long radius rods on the front, and we had no way of fixing it. So I just had radius rods that were like 2 inches too long. So we ran the rod ends into it, and I was trying to get them to lock in just so we could push out and make this B main or feature or whatever. And Austin was pitted next to us. And I was like, hey, man, you got duct tape? And he's like, oh, I don't think so, but I'll check. And I was like, all right, great. And we were sprinting around, rushing around, and didn't get it. And so we just sent the car out. And I was like, hey, this thing might break and destroy the race car, but whatever. So I'm like running back over to that lineup chute down behind 3 and 4. And as I'm sprinting through the pits, because I think I forgot to adjust something or something, this kid's yelling at me, Jimmy, like for 100 feet. And I turned around.
He heard him. Jim heard him for 100 feet.
Yeah, and ignored him. And he just got louder and closer. And so I just stopped, turned around, went, God damn it, what? And turned around. It was Austin holding duct tape that I really
We'll get
needed.
those T-shirts made for all of our fans.
And I was like, oh my God, thank you. And then I got back to the trailer and felt
The
like
Jim
the
Gardner,
biggest
please don't talk
jackass
to me at the racetrack t-shirt.
a-hole of all time. So,
For sure.
Austin, I don't know if you watch, but sorry about that.
He's
My
not one
bad.
of the 10.
No. I don't know.
He was good. He was fast.
He's just done?
I
Is he
see
back
his
in
name every
micros,
once in a
maybe?
while.
Does he still run like the
He
Tulsa
ran some
Shootout,
stuff.
maybe?
I think he ran some. Yeah, I think he ran some stuff for Johnny B actually.
Yeah. Yeah,
But
he
yeah,
was
he's
real
still
fast
he's still
there.
around.
I think we bought some parts from him. Didn't he live out by you, Kerbo?
Yeah.
Didn't you
Yes.
go
Well,
pick up parts or something from him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They sold that house. But I think they still live somewhere close.
Yeah.
Closer
Anyway.
to me than you.
Yeah. Everybody's closer. But
what else? Do we want to talk about the Facebook fiasco last night? Actually, there were two. We're not talking. We're not going to talk about one of them.
well, so Kerbo gaslit me on tires last night, and I took the bait, and I was up with my daughter most of the night before, and kind of cranky, and
He was still sauced this morning.
Kerbo pushed a button.
I called Jim
I
out.
don't know why I'm so uptight about the tire deal. Like, I am just open-minded about the new Racesaver tire. I know everybody else has already drawn conclusions. You know, we're in the middle of May of their first season. These tires suck. Throw them away. They're junk. And
Jim?
admittedly, I've not touched one. I've not laid my finger across a block. I've not touched one. All I'm saying is I'm trying to keep an open mind that we have another tire option, and it might not be awesome, but let's give it some time. And Kerbo took that personally. He put
That's
on
not what you posted.
he took on his purple Hoosier hat and put on his purple Hoosier t-shirt and was Barney for Hoosier Tire all night, playing devil's advocate with me on a group text. So I guess Corby fell asleep.
Corby, how many text messages did you wake up to this morning?
I had a super long day yesterday. We put down a lot of units, and I was laying in the recliner, and I actually had fallen asleep. Probably, I don't know, like 9:30, something like that. And I woke
it was
up
8:30 when you just
okay.
Ghosted everyone.
And
3 or 4 different text message threads, and you just disappeared.
I woke up at like 10:02 or something. I was like, oh shit, man, I need to go get in bed. I'm beat. And I looked down and I said 109 missed texts.
We were on one.
I just closed
Kerbo
it and went
just
to bed.
poking the bear. And and I was not having any of it. I was sitting there thinking, like, all right, keep coming at me, Kerbo, because I'll put you on my leg and turn that ass red. Let's, you are wrong about this tire deal.
Jim was wound up. So let me give you a basis. Jordan Root posted a comment on, I think John Ricketts John Ricketts shared the Racesaver post about a reduction in price on the Racesaver brand tires. Jordan Root posted a picture of a blistered ass Racesaver tire.
I guess it was from Houston, right? It was from 105 last week. I didn't recognize the car, but I guess it was from Houston. To me, it was an out of context photo that doesn't warrant the.
Jim responded
the criticism
within like a thousandth of a second of Root posting that.
That's false.
And said something along the lines of, it's not the tire, it's the racetrack.
Correct.
Okay.
We are not,
Sam. Zero.
Everybody needs to take a pause. We're not supposed to race on rubber. I understand rubber happens, but it's not supposed to. It's supposed to be a rare occurrence.
So
it's like we're not supposed to run when it's rainy and sloppy, right? So why are we? Don't compare how tires would operate in my backyard, right? And don't compare tires of how they operate in the rubber. We shouldn't race on rubber. It's a track issue.
So
tires are going to take a beating. Even tires that look okay, that race in rubber, are junk. They are sealed over and hard.
So we have an extremely exclusive Degenerate Racing Alliance text group.
First of all, It was not personal to you at all, in the slightest, Jordan. It just happened
Jordan
to
has
be on
already
your...
unfollowed the podcast. I told you you have disgraced the podcast, and then we're
His
never
wife
gonna
thinks that you're angry all the time.
we're never gonna bounce back. Yeah, if your last name is Roop, there's no good reason at this moment in time to even follow the podcast or to continue listening.
This was nothing personal about... Jordan just posted the
So-
picture, and I commented on it like, hey, this is an unfair comparison. It's a bad litmus test to compare the tires of how they handle the rubber. It'd be like
He's a race car driver. He's not a scientist.
It'd be like me...
He's not doing litmus tests and data driven. It was a opinion.
Why? No, yeah, I understand.
So I texted the DRA group text and just baited the shit. I told Corby, I said, watch this, hang tight. This is about to go down. And I said something along the lines of, only Jim would publicly make a comment defending what I personally believe, my opinions are my own, they are not that of the podcast, a subpar tire to the greater tire that everybody else uses.
And you made comments about how it's made overseas.
It is. It came in containers.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, true. Okay.
But that's an easy argument.
Okay.
You can't fault me for taking that
but that's
road.
fine. But I mean, my livelihood, I sell lights built in China, the best ones you can get built in China at the lowest prices.
For all your light needs,
without light,
come see
you
Jim.
cannot
Don't
see.
do it at the racetrack.
Yeah. Ask me after the feature. But anyway,
I posted that, and Jim unhinged.
I am in the international manufacturing world. That's what I do every day. We source stuff from China, bring it over here. That's consumer goods 101. It is the manufacturing epicenter.
That's where everything's made. I get it.
Epicenter of the world. You're telling me that they are not capable of producing a tire that competes against the Hoosier tire?
Capable?
That's just
yes,
factually
they are capable.
Yeah.
Right?
And
I mean,
they're doing
huge brands are made over there.
Yeah. The computer you're talking on right now, the cell phone you texted me with, basically everything else. And that was my point. And my point also was a lot of the stuff that we use on our race cars is built overseas. Let's stop pretending that everything is made here, right? And so
I install U.S. made parts. I install U.S. automatic. What's up, Nick Storms? I install All-O-Matic whenever it comes to commercial. What's up, Fontino?
He's not listening.
Yeah,
Fontino's not listening either.
I'm very happy that Hoosier tires say made in USA and they're built in Lakeville, Indiana. That's wonderful. We can't live
Unreal that you know that.
in a...
That's what I was just thinking.
We cannot continue to exist as a sport that we love, only having a single source tire manufacturer, the number one consumable, that with it going unchecked.
Kyle,
that's my point.
I have to agree with
competition.
you.
Some guys have to run CSIs and some guys get to run FKs, and that competition keeps prices low and competitive. And that is...
that's all
I'm going to
factual.
agree with you on that 100%. I grew up in the motorcycle world, and we had Goodyears, Continentals, and Maxes. And all three of them had a different compound. All three of them reacted differently. Everyone liked them in certain conditions.
Thank you,
and
Devin.
then
that's a good
the
point.
AMA...
You're a smart kid.
The AMA outlawed all that, and you had to run Goodyears, and then you had to stop cutting them, and then you had to stop siping them, or we called it tractionizing them. We took little pins and poked a bunch of holes in them. And I do agree that...
Are we talking about motorcycles?
No, we're talking about just tires and as a multitude.
Okay.
Whenever we could run 3 different tires, it affected the price on a major level.
And I bet you got
the same as
sponsored tires.
Yes.
At a discounted price.
Yeah.
And I bet there was competition, and I bet there was engineers.
Yeah, this dude named Greg Tizer had Continental across his chest, and he got all the Continental tires he wanted. Now, he sucked at a couple of the racetracks because they sucked, but if
the tire's a little softer, if it doesn't handle the rubber good, but you're on
let's be honest
plan,
here.
then it's just a disadvantage. Just like
Roger
everything
Hayden
else.
said it the best. The same as siping or cutting heat slits in them, and there's a lot of things. I think that my personal opinion is, give me a set of Hoosiers, the same. A lot of people run the medium left rears. I always ran the Racesaver left rears. And give me a set of those, and we'll go to the racetrack, and that's the only way you can compare. It's the only way you can know which ones are which.
I
But
sent when Jim this morning, we all woke up, and Jim lit right back into me where we started the night before, and I sent Corby a text, and I said, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you think Jim is over me right now? And what did you say?
you said, yeah, from a scale to 1 to 10, I said all the way.
He's all the way over me. There couldn't be any more.
Yeah, just about.
Anyway,
I just think that,
what's the difference in price?
Sipin?
I've never bought a tire. What's the difference in price right now?
I would
Is
say
it
that
considerable?
the Hoosiers were 260, 270 something last year. I'm sure they went up. Now the Racesavers 250. I don't know if the Hoosier 410 tires are $350 a piece. They are cutting the Racesaver guys a deal, but it's still gone up. Anyway, I just think you have to see the forest through the trees. It's not perfect, but it's at least a step in the right direction of having some competition. And yes, the
Put-
whole field might still be on Hoosiers because the Hoosiers are the best. That's fine, as long as there is an option if you want to go run and take your money somewhere else. And Roger Hayden,
throw Jordan's comment up there.
You can,
Don't sigh at me.
So fourth place tire was unprepared and still runnable afterwards. Could have used a light.
I was talking
grinder.
about
That
his
was
other
it.
one.
Is that I'm guessing that was the Hoosier, Jordan?
Yes, that's what he told me earlier when I was preparing for
You
the
want me to
podcast.
put where Jordan said that Devin is a suck up?
No, after that. He
I
was
mean,
asking.
man,
He was
you
asking.
can
Oh, that was
you
Jeffrey.
can point the finger at anyone, and I
Yeah.
mean,
So Jeffrey, his dad, asked what I asked you, Kerbo. Did any other cars on the same track have Hoosier tires blister like that? And that was a lot of my argument, is that we are cherry picking tires that look bad without looking at what the competition looks bad. That first night at Waco, when they posted Racesaver wins its first race and they posted Claude's right rear and it was torn to shit, that was alarming. But I never saw pictures of the Hoosier. I didn't see any pictures of the Hoosiers after Kennedale 2 weeks ago, right? Online. People just want to bash this new tire just to bash it without giving it a fair shake. And I think that is, we should embrace it a little bit more. We should embrace change, and we should at least keep an open mind here. We're not even 2 months into the damn season.
I mean, I could get myself in trouble and talk about motors and components inside of motors, and something that we got not necessarily in trouble for, but told to change. The same. I mean, you got to understand, Racesaver, I believe their intentions are to save money.
Yeah.
We've gotten a little ridiculous on what we can do with shocks nowadays, and some of the motor stuff with intake plates and blah blah. Same as we had some valves that were perfectly legal and became illegal because they wasn't IMCA stamped, or however you want to say it, and it wasn't to help any type of performance. It was also just not from IMCA, and they are spec heads.
Yeah.
This is what they have to be.
Yep.
So you can't argue with those points. So they were generous to us and didn't pull points that night, but had to be changed.
Right. And Brodix, or Brodix, however you say it, right, is sponsoring. They're in a deal with Racesaver, which is fine, just like Hoosier was or is, right?
Right.
And that's why you have to run those valves. That was an issue with
Right.
my engine, and I
Correct.
had to get it fixed. And Rick Burdick, who facilitated that, I had talk about me not being the most approachable guy. He and I had it out in my trailer. That was at Rocket.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
then we figured it out. And I understand where they're coming from
For sure.
on that front. And I understand where they're coming from on the tire front. I think that Roger Hayden and Racesaver are in the business to make money, and they're protecting the long-term interests of their business, which is the racers from not pricing themselves out. We just asked where Austin Saunders was. Never heard from him. He's out, right? There's plenty of racers who would just fade off into the twilight and go do something else because it gets too expensive and it's not fun and all that sort of stuff. So
Oh,
I applaud
there's
Racesaver for at least seeing that there is an issue that maybe that can be addressed.
Well, I'm doing my part to keep it
I'll
fun.
shoot from the hip here, and I'll keep getting myself in trouble. You know, if you go to a racetrack and you smoke off $1,000 worth of tires and you're winning $800 that night,
That's
you
a
know,
problem.
at what
That's
point
what we
if
can't accept, and that's my point. Is why are we comparing tires and the rubber? Stop giving the tracks a ton of grace on that front. You know what I
right?
mean? Like that. If the track is too abrasive for the tire, what are we doing? You know what I mean? Like let's
Yeah,
address the actual issue and not just blame the tires.
yeah.
That's my point.
Are we done with tire talk?
No,
I could keep going
reading.
on this.
We know.
This is a
We
third of the material I have planned. I'm just kidding. But anyway, I know a lot of
Y'all
the
didn't get my run
listeners.
sheet for the night?
I'm sure it just said tires. I was trying to post my picture of you wearing a Hoosier shirt, but I can't do it. I'll do it later from the page.
On live?
I can't do it
You
live.
notice-
Like I can't even do it in the comments. So
We're still not getting. Oh, I guess I am. It says I've missed 75. Y'all should know, anybody that's watching, Jim, didn't you make the comment when we did this the first time that there's a 30-second delay?
it's not really a 30-second delay. There's a delay. Like I have two screens, and if I pull it up on the other screen, it's a little behind. It might be 7, 8, 7-second delay at whatever the FCC standard
Patrick
is.
Salsa just sent me some pictures of Landon's tire, who ran third that night at Waco, and he says that their stuff was new and theirs wasn't. And there has to be a way to, if they're gonna chunk apart, it's bad, even if it's not in the rubber, because a lot of times it's slick getting across to the curb. You know, if the tires are just, like I said, disintegrating, that's not good. But like I said, I mean, I will. Well, what if they are harder? What if they're better in the hammer down? What if they had more forgiveness there? You know, like I said, we
Right.
had 3 different tires to pick from, and you went with what you felt, and that in the same as cuts, sipes, everything else you do to your tires and your tire game. Some people believe in grinding them every single time that you come off the racetrack. Some people believe in, whenever you get back to the shop, you got to wash them, and then you got to let them dry in the sun, and then you got to roll them inside without touching any type of dirt
Wrap 'em.
on them, and and a lot of people wrap them. I will always believe that you can't, if you think it's going to take rubber, I would never, ever, ever, ever push out on a sticker right rear, ever.
Yeah.
Not a chance.
Yep, we never did. But
Nope.
Yeah, I just
Did you get his
we'll
picture?
We'll put a pin.
Yeah.
I don't know where. Yeah, maybe
He
she
doesn't
sent it
like
to
you,
Corbin.
Kerbo. He sent it to us.
Shout out.
Well, they don't have my number.
Shout
Well,
out
not that they don't like me.
to Amber and Patrick. Patrick did me a huge solid and brought me a sprint car frame he repaired for me. He had to
He
drive
did
up
you a
Dude's a
huge
G.
solid
The
by
dude's
not
an
charging you.
absolute G.
He
So-
did you
He-
a huge
No,
favor by
he
not
rides
charging you
so under the
storage
radar.
fees.
I know that thing's been done since like the Kennedale Outlaw show, and I just haven't been able to get down there, and I felt so bad about it. But he had to come up to
Should.
Scott Baylor's, so he was like, "Hey, I'll throw this thing
So
in the truck," and I
he
was
sent
like,
pictures.
"Dude, that guy's an A+ guy." And the work on the car,
Oh, for sure.
I'm a little worried Bates is
Wicked
going to
good
make me
welder.
build it tomorrow. He's like, "Oh, we got an extra day. I want you to go ahead and put that Maxim together."
Patrick just said that he didn't sipe his. And Patrick flies so far under the radar. That dude absolutely ripped in a car.
I didn't see the picture, but
He texted it to you.
is it junk?
It's
is
a
there-
big difference. It really is.
Okay.
The Racesaver is. I mean, it's junk. Don't get me wrong, for the most part, but
He said
it's
he was
still
about-
drivable and has a lot of tire left.
So if
we'll
the
say that Landon just started too deep, and that's why he couldn't catch the Estes boys and pass them.
if the
'Cause the tire
Racesaver
still looks really good.
if the
is
Racesaver
a Racesaver.
tire is not handling the rubber, does that mean it should be better in the slick? Like, is it just chemically softer? Does it wear better in the slick?
Grayson County would be a perfect tire test for that.
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly.
Abilene,
Right. So
places that don't rubber up, they just get slick.
again, I'm going to get back to my point because I don't want to just be the only guy defending the tire. I am defending.
Oh, now you're defending the
right. I'm defending the free market of having options. So Hoosier
That's
doesn't
what you should have
just keep.
posted.
Okay.
Like I said, that's just my opinion on the whole valve thing that we all got done to us. I think that there is times that it can just be cheaper, and if it's not a performance enhance.
So I mean, running a spec class is more expensive than running an open class.
I agree.
In the the short term, right? So we all have 500 horsepower sprint car motors where for the money we could
Yours
probably
makes 5?
build.
You have a 500 horsepower.
Yours makes 5.
We could
the rest
probably
of the field has
build
like 390.
We could probably. That's why I can't hook it up and drive it in the slick.
Here we
could
go.
we could probably build 750 horsepower 410s for the price, but then you wouldn't be competitive, right? So
right,
and that was
Kyle said 500.
Yeah. Jeez, Louise, guys. Anyway,
it's law now. Can't take it back.
Yeah. So
I've gone to the dyno like 3 times, and they just said just put it back in the trailer.
The 410 stuff has fizzled out in the area because it's too expensive to be competitive, right?
I agree.
Racesaver is only successful because the rules are very tight, because there are spec parts and very hard limitations on the parts that you can put in the motor. Tires are the same way, right? But we can't just
we'll just let that one mellow.
That's just an engine dyno number. That's not a chassis dyno number.
Okay.
Anyway, you get my point.
I'll go ahead and say it. Damn.
Yeah, you get my point. So
Claude wants to know why you're not winning every single weekend.
Because I can't drive a wet hot nail through a snowbank. Let's just put it.
Well, I do agree that some of the stuff should be open, and like we said, like shocks have gotten ridiculous at this point, and what's legal and what we can do, and send your shocks off to have them valve to exactly how you want. There's always going to be things that can be better or worse, and I'm not against the tire. I would like to give it a fair shot with cuts and sipes. Not everyone believed in the sipe. Me and my brothers did. Logan would just be going. Logan would be siping his front tires. But we'll see. I'm sure as the year goes on.
Sorry, I'm looking at.
Jimmy, you're cooked.
What?
Rutherford's list. Rutherford got called out by his wife Becca last weekend for being at a wedding and watching racing on his phone. That's my man.
I see no issues.
I mean, I'll always believe, like, my stuff was never that fast. I always believe what Kyle Jones told me the first time. He said to make his car shake, he just puts really light bars in it, then he'll video it, then he'll put the race bars back in it.
What does that even mean?
I didn't have no 500 horsepower
to make it sound like it had
305.
It was a motor like yours.
Oh, okay. My motor's not nicknamed the Lope Show, so that's
fact.
So
that thing did sound good. Yeah. Man, that thing sounded good.
Yeah, I'm looking at Stas's pictures now. Yeah, the Hoosier held up pretty good. Like, I mean,
one more time.
The Hoosier held up pretty good. You still have to work that tire.
Thanks everybody for joining us.
But it's probably only good for another rubber race because it's hardened up.
Well, read his comment too. He didn't go out there with a brand new, and like I said, I would never do that. If I go to some of these racetracks, especially like Waco, like I always had a really good used tire. If I thought it was going to take rubber, I would always put that one on. There's no question. You'll blister just about anything.
There it is.
I'm texting
Savannah Sessoms is calling you out. And then Claude, she knocked you right back down, then Claude picks you right back up.
Thanks, Savannah. I've always thought the world of her.
I agree, Jeffrey.
She knows ball is what she does.
I'm tired of y'all always bagging on me every day. Now, this has been a great episode.
I I did.
Not you got to knock me yet.
I did tell
Not yet.
Chelsea Savannah's idea of a Wags episode of Pushing the Cushion.
She did.
Maybe-
Savannah came up to me at KSP, and
Yeah.
we had already thought about it, but having a wives, girlfriends, daughters episode at some point, and just firing questions at them about what the emotions, what it's like, the time consumption.
Aunt Sam.
You never.
She would be a great one to have on that.
You
too.
never know when you have to measure something, Sam.
She would be a
That's
great
a
one to have on
fact.
that episode.
Especially around this.
He had
street.
a stagger tape in his pocket, in his tuxedo or suit, at the altar during his wedding.
He had a stagger tape. He probably still does in his toolbox that said "Not for Corby."
Why was that?
Because
You
because
broke-
he didn't
Because
have
I always
one.
steal them.
He didn't have one, and that was in the height of Corby and I's budding on track rivalry.
Not
Me and
for
Wesley beat you
Corby.
that night. Don't worry.
Patrick, I
We swung by
appreciate you.
Jim's house last weekend, and Wesley needed a stagger tape, and Jim said, "Hold my beer. Watch this."
Here's
And
3.
Jim comes out. Jim
Brand
comes
new.
out with a brand new, still in the package, stagger tape.
3 of them.
Jim, what's
4 of
the product number?
What's
of
the part
that
number?
stagger tape?
Part number?
Stanley 33-115s. I won't use a different one. Throw the other pieces of junk in the trash, especially the ones
Those
that
little yellow plastic ones we had were great, man. And they had a little
I got
belt
those off
loop and you could
Amazon.
fit.
you guys had.
Thanks for-
I have 4 of them for $10.
I will say the guy I bought my midget from, he gave me like all his racing tools because he was just done. He's like, take the whole top tray of my toolbox. I was like, oh, okay. And he had some cool ones that have the little clips on them.
Yeah.
But you can't read shit for numbers. What are we doing? Stanley 33-115s. Tell him Jim sent you.
Today's episode brought to you by Stanley Tools.
Jeez.
How many do you think that you order in a season, or in a year? 10? Here we go. He's
I
got
think
his
Here we go.
receipts.
This just went
I
down.
only got 2 left because I gave them to Wes, but
Still in the package.
I get them on like a 6-pack. Amazon. I'll get 20 beginning of the year because
One more time?
I break them, I lose them. Like 20. Corby steals them.
I do not.
So
Speaking of Corby stealing, we're all going different directions for Speed Weeks this week. Jim, where are you going to be?
I will be on the 9/16 for the Bartonville Bomber, Justin Bates in the 21 car. I just ran the valves on her. I got to print some graphics for her tomorrow. Some numbers. It'll be bare only numbers because that's how we roll. And we're going to go try to give them hell. So 21 car to the front.
Corby,
Good luck to you guys.
I'll be out there with Ryder the Kid LaPlante.
So
Always a
if he
heavy
doesn't
hitter.
win the title, we know whose fault it is.
For sure.
Okay, so hold on. I just want to make sure that I
100%.
understand. I just want to make sure that I understand. So moving forward, I know where I fit in. All y'all do is tell me that I don't do shit. But
Not
then
true. That's not true.
But then
You-
if somebody loses,
First of all-
it's my fault.
You've got the steadiest flashlight hand of anybody in the game.
That's
Hell of a Zeus tray holder.
And yeah,
Oh,
and
I'm
honestly,
Hell of a tray
when
holder.
Logan broke that drive line at Chili Bowl in hot laps,
Yeah.
and we still made it to the heat after we took the seat out and took the whole drive line out and everything, we and Kerbo had one objective: one, talk to the TV reporter that was standing right there; 2, hold the bolts. And
She wanted to know about the Johnson rods that we were changing out.
yeah, that's right. But hold the bolts.
Yeah.
Just give me the bolts. Don't ask him to give you the 3/8 24.
Don't
long
do
bolts. Just
not
say, give me the
confuse
tray.
him. Yes.
Get the bolts you want. Give it back to him, and then they'll be right
Yes.
there.
Do
That's
not
actually-
ask him for a rim.
And
That's actually a
Kerbo,
true
nobody
story.
can the leadership and just the vibes you bring. When I brought you around the first time, in 21 when I was running non-wing, I told you, I was like, I just need the vibes. I need you here because sometimes I just need help. So,
Well, evidently the vibes aren't working
but
anymore. If
I'll
you're
tell you,
that
when you went
unapproachable.
to Kansas with Rutherford and Claude last year, I talked to Kevin like the week after. He goes, "Yeah, I had no idea. Kerbo literally
He doesn't do shit.
anything." He's like, "You're like, I see why he's just slim pushings. Like that's all he does." I was like, "Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
but he'll go get you a beer, or he'll go
Oh yeah.
he'll go get you a water."
Yeah. Well, a half
We
drink
won't
water.
talk about the water. We won't talk about the water situation right now.
That
comes into later.
The first I had
it's
Kerbo.
been dictated that way. Y'all won't let me touch anything. Y'all don't want me to touch anything. I'm perfectly fine with that. We've had a great relationship in that regard.
So
everybody wins.
We ran the first year I ran the wing car in 22. We ran Ardmore and I broke a left rear arm off, and I could feel it sink down on the left rear. On the bump stop the whole time, and we got a red, and Kerbo comes out there putting around, and I yelled from the cockpit, "Kerbo, what's broke back there?" And he goes, "No, you're all good." And I was like, "All right, 10-4, thumbs up out the window."
He was
sure enough, the whole car's laid over.
Yeah, that was one of my more shining moments.
Yeah, like it broke the rod end or something. The whole arm was dragging back.
Kevin?
I don't want to be the guy responsible for losing a race. So,
hence the keep digging signs.
Oh yeah,
whole time.
Rutherford said, "Put Rutherford's comment up there."
What's his name? What do you call him?
My other brother Daryl.
Oh yeah.
We went racing the first time together ever in Kansas, and thank goodness my brother came too. His brother was a hardworking son of a bitch that trip too. I felt bad for him. He was sweating.
I mean, at KSB, I about missed my qualifying spot because, Slim Pushins, who's a one-trick pony, wasn't in my pit anywhere to be found for qualifying time. I had to call him. "Hey, where you at? Get your ass back here."
I did. That's a fact. Samantha.
But now you're going with the kid.
Down.
I'll always be the kid's biggest fan.
Well, I mean, it doesn't show, but okay. I'll be
out
there with the kid.
We got to wrap this up 4 wide on the high limit race.
No, so I walked by a pit area at the big race at Kennedale, and I heard what the car did, and I walked by and I gave my opinion. And it's not that they didn't believe me, but I told them, I said, "I've heard this sound before. I know what it was." We pulled the torque tube forward, and I realized that it pulled the snap ring off a ball and spine drive shaft. And so I took my hat off and I got to work and we got it fixed and we made him out. Struck a conversation with his dad talking about work and gates and stuff like that. And next thing you know, his dad called me and said that they want me to come and crew chief for him.
Who is this?
Which I think is a terrible idea, and I don't know why anyone would ever
I love it.
trust in me.
I love it.
But Braxton Weegar, and the kid's been absolutely ripping. It's not that he had any type of bad situation ever in his life, but his parents think that it was time for a change and see if he can't bring some fun to the racetrack. And so
That's
lucky
good.
for me, I know Jimmy was taken, so I picked the better option, which was Wesley McNorton, to come and help me throw some wrenches on this thing. And I'm so glad that one of them is, because I mean, my hands don't usually get too dirty.
Wes doesn't get enough credit. Wes is about the only person in a 100-mile radius I trust with a wrench.
Yeah, absolutely.
That I don't go behind and double check whatever work was done on it. And he's a good dude. So I'm excited for you guys.
I thought that was just me. I thought I was the only one that you double checked.
No, Wesley is that guy, and Wesley listens to motors. He's super smart with all that stuff, and he was always really good at talking me off the ledge. Whenever I'd come in and throw a fit, and Jimmy would kind of like go that way, Wesley would be like, "Dude, you're just being a little bitch. Stand up, be proud of yourself." And Kerbo was standing over there just giving me the keep digging sign.
Yeah, digging.
So I'm jazzed that me and Wesley are going to go and do this with Braxton, and hopefully we get to run some Speedweek. See where he is. The kid's an absolute gasser.
Man,
he's got a good shot.
I think between him breaking all those times at Kennedale, he passed me 9 times. So every time I looked to my right, he was like, "Hey, blowing by me on the top.
blowing
So
past you.
Did it make it worse that I was over
He's
there tuning on his
fast.
car?
yeah, and then I'd get
Yeah,
back
it
to the
did.
pit and be like, "Where's my crew guy at?"
No,
Jim looked
Braxton
up-
rips, man. He's got a shot. He's 17, the same as I took Ryder under. I helped with Carson some, and now I get a shot with Braxton, and hopefully I can teach him the things that you don't do, which is drive the bottom and hit infill tires.
Yeah.
Which I'm pretty lucky with him. He's more of a gasser. He's gonna rip the top.
He's
So
a ripper.
Throw a
it'll be
turn
cool
in the
to
right
see.
rear and tell him to stand on the gas. It'll be just
Yeah,
fine.
so
So,
it'll be different. You know, I helped Rutherford some last year and said it's just a different. It's a major change of pace to be standing on the outside of the car looking in, and who knows?
I felt I've told you this, the juice you get from taking care of somebody and watching your stuff go to the front is kind of a different way of going racing, and it almost like makes me more animated, like you almost get more out of it. So I'm excited for you to go on that new challenge. That's cool. We're gonna whip your ass, but
Shit.
Wow.
so
We have
I
a
gotta fight with the kid.
little PTC bet going. But
Best in house.
yeah,
yeah.
we'll see at the
Man,
at the
you
end of
know,
Speedweeks.
I love the kid. The kid will always be my first choice. I
Yeah.
get more nervous watching him race than me ever racing.
That's kind of yeah.
but
I mean, you get this weird sense of of pride and accomplishment just watching your guy go to the front and feeling like you had a little bit thing to go with it. So, it's
I used to
fun.
feel that. I used to get a lot of anxiety with Corby on the track, but Ryder's so much better of a driver. The anxiety is
so
just a
much
little
more
bit.
talent.
I have so much more faith in Ryder than I ever did with Corby.
Right. Well, I mean, once we push Corby out away from the trailer, we just go start getting the front end out of the closet. So, anyway, Sean, to
There it
answer your
is.
question, no. You will not see all 305 cubic inches of steel and sex appeal. The 51 car is Justin's backup car for the week. So,
All 500 horsepower.
that's right. So, and that my motor is kind of spoken for as a spare in case somebody has an issue or if we have an issue. But I am more, I'm better suited to be the help and the wrench than the actual racer. You know, somebody's got to
And
run
Jordan Roop
17th, but it
to
doesn't have
answer
to be me this week. You know what I mean?
Put that on a t-shirt.
Jordan Roop, to answer your question, I am always open to help anyone. I'm not Jimmy. You can always walk up to me and ask me a question.
Yeah.
Same, I helped Devin Debrick. I talked to Jordan quite a bit at Kennedale. I'm for sure a better teacher than I was a doer.
Yeah.
It makes sense now that at KSP, Jordan Roop was pitted next to Jim. And it makes a lot of sense now that his wife was so standoffish when I
For
was
sure.
around Jim's trailer.
100%.
Because, she just associated
Look at him right
me
now.
with Jim.
He's getting serious
I'm
right now.
getting a bad rap. I don't think it's warranted.
Someone's got to be the bad guy. Wesley is too. Wesley could care less who you are. Wesley is there in that moment for that person. If someone like catches him when in downtime, he'll happily go and help you do whatever.
I said this I think on like the first show. Wesley has got like the temperament of a serial killer. Also,
For sure.
He is so even keel that you don't know if he's ready to punch you in the face.
I never thought about it, but
or
he
take
is
the
so
shirt
even-keeled.
off of his back and give it to you. Like he could do either, and you have no idea. He'd be the worst person to play poker with. Like, but
from his car flipping down the backstretch and knowing he's gonna have to fix it to like winning a huge race.
Yeah,
same guy.
I have no idea.
Absolutely.
It is actually terrifying. So, and his wife's a piece of work. So, hey, Sam.
Aunt Sam's always.
Yep.
She's always got our back.
All right. Well, it's going to be a good week. Hopefully, Mother Nature will calm herself down so we get some racing in. We appreciate everybody tuning in and watching. No contest. I know we ran the pick'em contest for Kennedale. I was trying to put one together for this week, but it's just really hard to to feel who's going to be at all the races and make something that wasn't going to be a shit
Jim's
show.
time is consumed with making caricatures of Slim Pushins.
It is a great one with the
there's
camel.
just not a lot of time.
Lots
you
of
can
room for
post
storage.
You can.
I
you
will
have that picture. You can post it. I guess after we're done, you can post it on here so everybody can see it.
Yeah. So
that and the camel.
Nobody's gonna understand the camel, but
you didn't understand.
Just ask
the camel.
Ryder. Just ask Ryder. He'll tell you.
So,
so anyway, if y'all are coming out, come out and see us. Come out and see Jim first.
Yep.
That way, it makes Corby and I look that much more fun and personable. If you start with Jim.
Oh, yeah. Pit meltdown section. It could very well be in my pit between me and Bates. I think it's just me and him most of the week, so that actually might.
Sky Pilot said he was going to be out there with y'all.
Okay.
He'll be throwing wrenches.
Yeah. All right. Well, if Taylor's coming,
safe
that
now.
might calm me down a little bit because he's wheels off and you just can't. Yeah. So no.
Does it calm you? Hey, does it calm you down knowing that I'm not going to be like right there on top of your pit?
Yeah. Well, it calms me down that I know pulling into the pit gate that I have to push him on the 4-wheeler, but that will definitely not miss our race. So that's I'm actually.
I think it's going to be really tough to. You got you got Kevin LaPlante and Kerbo, then you got me and Wesley, then you got Brian Bolden and John Benz. I mean, dude, it might just turn into a battle of the mechanics.
Bolden and Benz.
So I'm been practicing. We're good. We're ready.
What does that even mean?
Just watch.
What is that?
There you go. Wesley just said you needed to post a collage of the camel shirts, and you know what the hell that means. Jim gets a kick. I think I told the story about the Slim Pushins shirts that he sent. Jim sent, like, this was, a couple years ago.
It was on their way back home from the bachelor party.
Jim was sending the DRA group text versions of the Slim Pushins shirts, and every single version that he sent, Slim got bigger and the 4-wheeler got smaller, and he's now done the same thing with his damn camel. The last one I saw, Slim's feet were dragging the ground. You barely see the camel.
Person's got a flat here.
Yep. You're cooked.
Yep.
He ain't stopping, though.
All right, let's wrap this up. Well, hopefully we'll see everybody Thursday, and definitely come down and see us. These boys are definitely upselling my grumpiness at the racetrack. It's not that bad. Like I know Thomas Johnson is coming up.
We're setting you up to prove them wrong.
Yeah. I know Thomas Johnson's coming up from Louisiana. He was messaging the podcast, like, absolutely come down and see us. Like, trust me, we know where the beer is. If anything else,
100%.
They're all ice cold domestics.
trailer.
I hope.
But that's where the fancy beers are. The ice cold domestics will be in my trailer.
Well,
Bates. Now, come on now. Now Bates is going to show up probably with more than anyone else there.
Yeah,
let's be honest.
Only Coors Light. So, we might, if we know Jeb's coming, we'll bring Bush lattes because he's got a gluten thing going on.
Who, Jeb?
Yeah, I don't know if that just violated HIPAA rules, but whatever. But yeah, come on down, see us, hang out. Let's get after everybody's ass, until the checkered flag falls, and then let's shoot the bull and
y'all
hang
come
out,
see me and ask me where Corby's at.
Not during load up time. I might have got busy during load up time.
Yeah. Exactly. All right, let's wrap this up.
Good luck to everybody that's racing. We appreciate it. Thanks for joining us. As always, like Jim said, if you're out there, come see us.
Yep. All right. Y'all have a good one.
Thank you for listening to the Pushing the Cushion podcast. I'm sorry that it was a complete waste of your time. Maybe Corby and Slim will actually learn how to make an interesting podcast before the next one. Who am I kidding? I don't get paid enough for this. We'll see you next time.